On the channel, we're representing the 3 Bs with the DC McFarlane Super Friends latest wave with Brainiac, Batzaro, and Bizzaro.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC McFarlane Super Friends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back at it with the latest wave with Bizzaro, Batzaro, and Brainiac. But for all your DC McFarlane needs, make sure you hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there, thanks to Jay's over there for getting these in, so that's exactly where I picked them up. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there. We got the 3 Bs here today, the bad guys of the latest Super Friends wave. Brainiac is going to be an interesting one, we'll talk about it, and then Batzaro and Bizzaro, very easy repaints. We got to get the most out of our molds, and Todd says, let's hold some money back from that line. Let's re-release these. That's basically what it feels like with some paint differences, obviously, but we're going to dive into it. And I guess we'll start with Brainiac, the one that feels the most special of the 3, at least for me personally here. The only thing that's wild to me here is, obviously Brainiac, a character like most characters in DC, Marvel, whatever, have had many looks. But when I think of Brainiac, for whatever reason, I go back to my Kenner superpowers. That's the reason. My Super Friend figures when I was a kid, and he was more of a robot. So in my brain, he should always be that robot, where I think most of the time, this is kind of what he is, but it's weird how you come into a character, you know a character, you play with a character, and that's the character to you. I'm sure we all have examples, but not necessarily my Brainiac, but a very memorable Brainiac. Long way to get there with this one here. Super Friends packaging, very, I don't want to say generic, but man, get the most out of your molds with plastic, get the most out of your molds with packaging. Same packaging throughout on these figures. On the back, we got that same Super Friends there. Very cool looking though, very nostalgic. Jibber jabber down low. The big difference down here is right above the UPC, it'll say DC Retro Brainiac, but it doesn't say Brainiac anywhere here. It's easily using the same package over and over. Smart though, putting the business hat on, wiggling his toes over there. DC McFarlane Toys. 12 and up, you 11-year-olds, you cannot handle this. Trust me, you cannot. But luckily I can. You guys are in luck. I can handle it. So I'm here today to handle it for all of us. Got that going on. See you later. Goodbye, Batman, Brainiac. Okay, nothing really on here. Aquaman, Bizzaro. Got the Wonder Twins. Watch out for them. Collect them all. Series 3. So we do get the card going on there. Brainiac in the plastic prison. Not a lot of extra stuff to really see or talk about here, but we do got some of that Cambodian tape. You got to have that. If you're going to lock stuff down, it's got to be Cambodian. We know how it goes. Wasn't born yesterday. There we go. And oh man, you got to have twist ties as well. We know how that goes even more. One of our favorite things here on the channel. It's truly a twist tie channel. I should say twist tie unboxing with bonus action figures. For sure. See you later. Goodbye. All right, we do get the little communicator. We see this all the time, little communicator. Nice to see it. Gotta get the most out of your molds. It's a theme. Then we do get a little blast array, very futuristic, very scientific, very 1950s sci-fi, 40s sci-fi, whatever you want to say. We do got that. It almost looks like a radar gun, like he's tracking people. Oh, there's that Batmobile. Ooh, look at that. Speeding a 55 and a 25. Pull over that guy. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Now we're diving into old Brainiac here, looking like Brainiac. Got that very yellowish skin tone, almost like a Skittle is what it looks like. It's got that kind of headband up there around the top. Looking very devious in the face department as well. Very stoic, like a guy that's full of brains would be. You know those smart kids out there. They're not smiling. They're not laughing. They're just stoic. They're just flat. They don't got any personality. Come on, laugh a little, Jim. And they don't. They don't. We know how it goes. He does got a high collar. Nothing says respect the brain like a high collar. You get into Club Grayskull, you get into Club KWK, you wear that collar, but people respect you a whole lot. It's all about how you dress. Now, I always say it, first impressions go a long way. You can take that with Kyle and his business hat. First time somebody meets you, that's going to set the stage for your relationship going forward. So if you're in business where you're cutting deals in heels or something, you better put your best foot forward. You better look the way you want to look, because they're going to remember you forever. If you're just watching this video, you're like, oh yeah, that long hair guy with the beard and the King Diamond shirt. That's what you're thinking if you're watching this for the first time. But if my business wear, maybe my hair's back. Maybe I got a suit on. Who knows? Who knows? But we do know Brainiac setting the tone with that collar. And then going full-on power move from the 80s with the pink shirt. That's a power move if there ever was one. Got the forearm bracers. Got that big belt. It almost looks like he's got a bad back. He's got like a back belt there. Some black tights and then yellow skin tone down on the legs. Almost looks like an old man. He needs to see some sun, maybe, kind of. And then you got the gray boots on him down here as well. So pretty much par of the course for these figures. We know what we're getting ourselves into by now. It's the Batman 66 style carrying over to this line of figures. And he should fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Using code Kyle, save 10%. Looking good right there is Brainiac, one of the baddest of the bad, like a young Froggy Fresh. But now we turn our attention over to Batzaro. I believe Bizarro came first, then Batzaro followed suit. Interesting, we've unboxed a few Batzaros over the years, but we do have him here in the Super Friends line. Once again, packaging pretty universal. Same thing on the back as well. We know how it goes. We know what they're up to. And we're going to get it out of the package once again. We've seen this Batman. I mean, it's the same thing. It's basically the same thing we've seen. See you later. Goodbye. A little bit of spin on it. And once again, you get the card here. Trading card. Good to have, I guess. Look at that Batarang. What are we doing here? What's he trying to compensate for? What's going on with that? That is the biggest Batarang I've ever seen. Maybe I just haven't watched my Super Friends in a long time. But was that how big it was back in the day in the show? I don't remember that, but wouldn't be the first time I'm wrong. Oh, let's be honest. It'd be the first time. I'm never wrong. You're right, Todd McFarlane. You're right. Can I get the twist ties out? Oh my gosh, it never ends. It never ends with these twist ties. There we go. We're getting there. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. There we go. See you later. Goodbye. All right, Batman, what do you got? Oh, we got some leftover tape. Always great to see that. Got that big Batarang, though. Just absolutely wild, this Batarang. Huge, huge Batarang. It is what it is. Then you got a communicator as well. I guess the last one was more of like a bomb detonator. This is more of like a communicator, but we've seen these before. We know how that goes. And now we're diving into Batman. And correct me if I'm wrong. I should have grabbed my old one. But it's basically the same Batman we've already seen. The only difference is the head and the paint lines, kind of the etching around the mouth to make this Batzaro. Is that the only difference here? Man, this is a stretch if there ever was one. I don't know. It's saving money, though. We know how it goes. And Todd, you're losing the DC license. I guess he's saying, hey, I better save money where I can, plus get new product out there, fill some retailer commitments, because let's be honest, most Walmarts and Targets, if it's just a normal wave, not a store exclusive, they're not paying attention. Hey, we got the new McFarlane. We order this. We're just going to keep ordering that. Now Todd saved a bunch of money, still got his orders through. More to the bottom line. Try to help figure out what he's going to do after the DC line goes away. So we know what they're up to here, but we've seen this before. But I do love the costume. This is my Batman. I close my eyes at night like I do many a nights at night. And my wife, I'm tussling and turning. My wife will lean over to me and say, hey, let me give you a hand. And I'll say, no, not right now, honey. I don't need it. Okay, I'll take a hand real quick. But I need help with this. I'm just thinking of Bizarro and Batman and Batzaro and Superman and just the crazy aspect of the toy world. That's what I do at night. Maybe, maybe not. Yellow utility belt on here. You do got the cape. No wire in this cape. Basically like paper is what it reminds you of. Is what it is. It's Batzaro. I don't know. It's not too far from the regular one, which it shouldn't be, but it is what it is. But there's Batzaro, and now we're going to have a similar situation here with Superman Bizarro edition. Right there, Super Friends. Same thing on the back. Once again, nothing really to write home about. We'll walk through the articulation on this one, though. We do get the trading card. Nice to see. I'm going to save that, graded to 10, and retire to Bermuda. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison here for old Superman. He's extra locked in. 2 sets of twist ties on him. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a Bizarro, I guess. They want to lock him down extra. A little extra lockdown. And then, oh, I hate to see it, Todd. Tape on the cape. We talked about this. We talked about this tape on the cape. We're not here for that. We're not here for that at all. But apparently we are, because it's on here. It's on here, but it got off easily. Okay, I'm here for that. It's always nice to get off easily, let me tell you. Nothing worse than when you can't. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, Todd, but it happens to people. I'm hearing. There it is. Can we get this going on? Must be some specific episode stuff. See you later. Goodbye. As I do not remember this weapon, this kind of crazy laser futuristic ray gun, whatever you want to call it, in the tan and green. Interesting look. Once again, don't know anything about it, though, unfortunately. And then we do get the kind of detonator kind of thing we've seen with the Super Friends over the last couple of series. But now we're diving into old Bizzaro here, and once again, a lot like Superman, at least a little bit different. You got that patented S backwards on the chest and on the cape. Nice, soft, good cape here. Way better than this Batman one. It feels actually like a cape instead of a piece of paper, so I always appreciate that. He's got the red trunks on, the red boots, got the blue bodysuit there. Got the Fist of Fury over here. The Hammer of Bizarro is what he's got. And then he's got kind of a mangle maniacal hand, so a little extra dirtiness on him here. And then the face is the big one. For sure doesn't look like Superman. Got an off-white skin tone. You got all that line work in the face, some evil eyes, some black hair. Looking extra Bizarro-y. Now his articulation, his head back and forth, side to side. Arms all the way around for us, very tight. Single jointed elbow. Got those ratchets in there that'll pinch you if you're not careful. Side to side on the hands. Waist articulation. Leg goes up for that big boot. Single jointed knee, got the big old ugly pins there, and then no ankle articulation. We do get side to side at the knee if that is your thing as well. So pretty limited in the articulation, which I don't need a ton of articulation on these figures. I'm okay with what it is. I'm not doing any crazy poses or anything with these guys, at least this line. And oh my gosh, very tight. Bizarro got a very tight hole, but we powered through like a champ to unbox Bizzaro, Brainiac, and Batzaro. An interesting mix. What are your guys' thoughts on these three? You need these three in your collection? You dying for a Brainiac? Well, I'd like the robot Brainiac, but I don't think that's going to work here with this line. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Was he robot in the Super Friends or only the Superpowers line? Can't even remember. But I do like these guys here. A bit of a cash grab. I know what you're up to. Would have liked these more as the red platinum's harder to get because I just don't know if these are going to sell real well at retail, but we'll see. Just starting to hit stores now, or head to Jay's Toys and Games, pick them up over there. But another wave of Super Friends, another 3 figures at least, under our belt here. What's your guys and gals' thoughts? Is this a pickup for you? Pass, long game, no game, not so sure game? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. Conveniently enough, the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for Super Friends, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?